Morning, everybody. We are going to I'm going to show you a rundown of what we're all going to try to get planted today. And this morning, I got some new seeds in the mail the other day. So I needed a different variety of watermelon. So I'm going to do some tender sweet watermelons, orange ones. Never done these before. Try to do them. I've had a lot of requests about them, so I'm going to give them a shot this year. They're heirloom variety, and they are just like they look like regular watermelon, like a red one that you would see, except for the orange. So I'm gonna give them a shot. And we've got some yellow meter melons, and they're seedless. I'll be planting them with a sangria watermelon. They're a red variety for pollinating. I think it's every 10. Yeah, every 10 seeds of the seedless, you plant the seeded. Or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah. Every 3 seedless. My bad. Every 3 seedless, you plant one of these sangrias, which are 10 in the pack. So that's fine. I said 10. Got backwards on that. And then we've got, what else we gonna get? I've got like 2 boxes of seeds over here. I'm gonna try to get the watermelons planted today. Some crookneck squash. And I got some leftover seeds from last year I got in this tomato thing. I'm gonna plant them too. I'll be planting all of them today. And we've got cucumbers. Get them thrown in the ground today. What we got here? I've already planted that. That's the sweet corn. It's all been planted up front and it's coming up good, which I'm going to show. I got to do another video on that. I just remembered. Let's see what we got. Well, too hot in the year for them. Yeah, we're going to get some. We're going to get some tomatoes done. Yeah, I got more in this pack. We're going to get some tomatoes done. Not today, but we're going to get some of these done too. Let's set them to the side. Mainly what I want to try to get planted today is the cucumbers and the watermelons and the squash. And what else? There's some other thing. I can't remember what I wanted to get planted today. I got a couple of new plots I'm going to try to get ready. It's kind of the last minute deal because of that storm come through and tore the greenhouse all to pieces and tore the swimming pool up. So I told my wife the other day, I said, well, the day of that storm that morning, I said, I'm going to have to make some new spots so we can plant more stuff this year. I'm running out of room. My other spots I always garden, they're slam full. So I already had to widen one of them. And then I made another smaller one beside the pool. Once that tornado come through, went over the house, and went down toward the highway. And it just took the greenhouse. That little joker's been a trooper. It survived Hurricane Michael and everything else. But that tornado come across and just picked it up and just twisted it all to pieces. And it's matter of fact, it's still laying over there. I ain't even got it all picked up yet. I've had so much going on, but it's still laying out there. Luckily, the cattle panels that I made it out of, it didn't bend them, but all the wood and everything else, and I think some of the plastic got ripped up. So it's just pretty much a total loss on it. So I'll probably take them cattle panels and just make an archway of some kind for them. So plant something on them. I can plant something like that on them too. So I reckon the good Lord was thinking, yeah, you do need a couple more spots. So where the spot where the uh, greenhouse was, and the spot where the swimming pool is, still in a pretzel. I'm just gonna move all that, clean all that up, move the pool somewhere, just get it all in a pile somewhere. I can't burn none of it because none of the wood or something, so I need to make a new burn pile so I can get the wood burnt and all that stuff. Because I've got some ducks decided to make a nest in the wood pile back there in the burn pile, so I can't burn nothing. But that's 2 new plots, so I can plant something. I'll probably plant a thing of watermelons in one of them, and just whatever and something else in the other one. So that'll be 2 new spots I've got, and they'll be pretty big too. They'll be, I don't know, I might probably be able to make them about at least a 20 by 30 plot. So I mean, that's a halfway decent plot. But anyway, I've got that going on. I'm gonna try to get them planted today, and all my seedlings for my, what was it, my tomato seedlings. I had a big tray of marigolds. All that stuff got destroyed too, so I'm having to completely restart on all of it, which stinks because now that's going to put me, golly, it's going to put me at least a month behind on that. But we'll make do. We'll make do with it and get the other faster growing crops in the ground today, and we'll just go from there and see what else we got to do, because we're getting behind on it. I've had to go off and do more work during the week, and that slowed me down. But I'm just trying to get some of this stuff up. There's more corn. I still got some left over, and I ain't even opened the new pack. I bought another pound of corn a few weeks ago. I ain't even opened it yet. So, but I'm gonna do a fall crop, so I'll probably use the rest of that. And then hopefully I'll open up the other new bag. It's the same type of corn. It's the peaches and cream corn. It's just a bicolor hybrid, which tastes awesome. And it's fairly easy to grow. Way less disease prone than a regular field corn, something like that. But still, and it tastes great. So I think I'm going to do just a little bit of bush beans. We're going to do a little bit of them. We've got a bunch in the house put up, but you know, you never know. You might need more because the little man has decided that he likes green beans and all more, so we'll be doing that. I'm not going to do lima beans this year. I don't think. I might wind up doing it. Who knows? I say I'm going to do something. I'm not going to plant a certain variety, and then I'll wind up planting it anyway. And that's an empty pack of squash right there. But I need to get some more trays started. I guess I'm going to just try to get some tomatoes started too. Redo them. Not turnips this year. Not yet. I think I'm going to try to get some lettuce started too. I'll interplant them with the tomatoes. And I got some romaine. I got a bunch left over from when I bought them last time, so I think I'll just transplant them too, just to get rid of them. And I've got some cabbage. I don't know where. Anyway, this one's an empty pack, but I got another pack somewhere. It's and from a different company too, I think. It's just a golden acre cabbage. Does good in the summertime. I mean, not when it's blistering hot. I mean, because I forgot how many days this thing is. Oh yeah, 62 day. I mean, so I could grow them now, get them started, put them in, and they should be good and ready by the time the real heat hits, and I can get them out of the ground before the heat messes them up, because they'll burn on them. It'll burn them bad around here. Down here, when it gets about mid-July, close to August, it's unbearable. Everything starts just falling off because of the heat. But I might find a spot for the rest of these black eyes too, just to plant them, just to plant them and do them too. Get rid of them because I like black eyes, but I don't love them. My wife loves them, but and I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I've got a lot of people wanting them, but there's a cream 40 peas, white peas. I might try to do a plot of them, just a small plot. I don't know yet. If I'm pretty sure if I had the land to do it, I could do a field of them and do a U-pick by the road like that, and I could, folks would come in and pick them. But I personally hate picking peas, but they're good and they're worth the picking. So, but I think I might try to do some of them. It just depends on how everything's laying out and how much land I've got to sacrifice for it. But we'll do that too. Try to do them too. My bell peppers. I was gonna do bell peppers. That's another one of the things that got tore up. But I saved some last year. Some seeds. I got a little bag. I don't know where the little bag is. It's in there somewhere. Yeah, here it is. It's got these I saved. That's off of one pepper. So, and that's what? Probably 3 packets worth off of one pepper. But I got them. I'll probably try to plant them too. And I've got the rattlesnake watermelons. That's the elongated ones. They're red. They're seeded. Heavy. They get big. And they're very good. So I've got... It's not a pound, is it? No, 4 ounces. 4 ounces of them, which is a lot of seeds. And then I've got some crimson spineless okra. Got to do okra this year. Just trying to do a bigger variety of stuff because I got at least one market I want to do this year in the town beside us. They'll do it every Friday for the whole month of June. They'll do it every Friday from like 5 to 7, I think. It ain't a very long one, but they still do it every Friday. So I want to try to hit it. And then a couple towns down where my mom and them live, there's an antique shop down there, and they'll let me go in the parking lot and set up. Because I did that with watermelons a couple years ago. I asked them if it would be alright, how much they charged me to set up in the parking lot. They said just go ahead and just set up. I ain't got to charge us nothing. Just tell them to make sure they go in the store too while they're at it. And I was like, all right, cool. So that was a good spot to set up, and I'm gonna try to set up there again. And I've got there's a grocery store. I talked to the lady the other day about it, and I asked her where she gets her produce and all that stuff from, and she said she always buys local. She don't have anything trucked in. Everything, all the produce and stuff they get is local. So she said whatever I've got, whatever I want to sell or whatever I've got, just let her know what I got, and she said she'll definitely buy from me. So because she likes to get from all kind of different smaller farms, so that's great. So I'm going to try to get all that set up once this stuff starts coming up out of the ground, and I can tell it's going to do good, and then we'll get it going and kicking it off. But I just wanted to throw that out there, show kind of give you an idea of what we're going to get started this year. And see, here's a picture of that rattlesnake watermelon. If you can see it, it's one of them long ones. I think they get up to like 40 pounds. something like that. 30, maybe 30 pounds. I know I did one variety one year, and man, the one that I got that year, it was put it on the scale, and it was 50, 48, 50 pounds. It was pretty big. It was just big old round joker. The biggest one I had done that year. So it's my goal again this year. Get some big ones going up. Not too big, but you know, a big variety that's supposed to grow big. Not force them to grow big. You force them to grow big, they get all watery, and you want the kind that's bred to grow that big. And here's some more of that cabbage. Here's a different cabbage. I'll probably have one or two varieties of cabbage. You plant these in early spring, so I need to get on them, get them started. But yeah, that's just and plenty of flowers everywhere. I'm gonna have zinnias and some sunflowers somewhere, and my wife got a bunch of them, Johnny Jump Ups. So we got a bunch going on here, and we're going to try to get them all started. I want to try to get most of this stuff started today, like I said. So anyway, I'm going to get these things sorted out, get me something to eat real quick, because I ain't even eat yet, and I don't even know, I don't remember what time it is. Probably about 8:30 on a Sunday, so I got to get a lot of stuff done, planting wise at least, before tomorrow, because I got to go do some work tomorrow too. And I won't be able to lay my drip with it today, so I'm going to have to just direct seed everything that I'm going to direct seed and mark the rows, and then lay my drip with it later, because we went to go get some more pieces to hook my drip to the main line. Store didn't have it. I figured they wouldn't have it. They got mainline stuff, but they didn't. They looked at me funny when I asked them about the pieces to hook up the flat drip, and they're, what? I don't know. So, and was going to shoot over to a nursery next down the road and do it. We got sidetracked and forgot all about it. So they're closed today. So I'm going to have to try to, I might see if I can get my wife to stop by the nursery and see if they can get me some, so I can get about 20 or so of them. But anyway, I'll probably stitch some other videos with this, so stay tuned, and we'll see what we get going on. Okay, folks, see what I've got so far. It's got the corn all, had to retill all of it. It was getting grassy, all that rain, but got it. It's coming up. You can tell, all coming up. Have my drip on it. I got it turned off on this side now, but I'm working on the other spot. I'm finna show you. But I retilled it all, and then I had to replant half of this last row right here, and a bunch of it was spotty because all that rain. I guess it either the seeds just didn't come up, they got washed away, or they just got drowned and didn't make it. So I got it all replanted in spots that needed planting. And then I'm starting, go ahead and start 2 rows of watermelons. The red ones will be over here. And got the drip on them now, where I got it laid. Got it plowed up, my row's done. I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of bright, but all them wet spots there. It's every foot on that drip tape. And what I'll do is I'll start, probably not that first one, but I'll probably start the second one. Might be the third one. I think I'll start the third one. Anyway, and then I'll go every other wet spot. That'll be every 2 foot for the seeds, for the watermelons. And then over here I'll leave a space
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'll have 2 watermelons here, 2 rows here, 50-foot rows. And then in a couple weeks, I went every 4 foot with each row, and then every 2 foot with the watermelon seeds in each row. So in a couple weeks, I'll replant 2 more rows over here with the reds. So I have a 2-week succession plant of these red ones here. And then next to it, we'll do, I think we're going to do 3 rows of tomatoes. Then I think I'm going to do a row of peppers on that side, right beside the tomatoes. Then I ain't really remember what I'm going to plant between the peppers and those potatoes. These potatoes sure will come back good. I'm fixing to till up next to them and hill them up. It's time to hill them up. They're getting a little tall, so I need to hill them up today. And I'll probably put a row of flowers on this side and a row of flowers on this side. I know I'm going to do a row for sure on this side, because next to them I'm going to do 3 rows. I'm going to half up this bed. Half of it's going to be cucumbers, half of it's going to be squash. Look at all them birds flying, coming out of the pond. Trying to eat my baby fish. I need to get rid of them. But I'm going to have 3 rows of each. I'm going to half it up. 3 rows of cucumbers, 3 rows of squash. But I'm going to succession plant them too. But right here where the greenhouse is all bundled up in a ball over there where it was sitting, I still got to get it cleaned up. Whenever I get time to do it, I got to get this stuff in the ground first. But right there where all the grass is still thick and the greenhouse was and all, I'm going to break all that up, disc it up, and I'm going to put something there. I cannot remember what I'm going to put there, but something's going there too. And we got that spot where the pool was. The pool got tore up in that storm too, so I'm going to get rid of the pool, and I'm going to use that area where the pool was to make another garden plot there. So, but I'll have the yellow watermelons. I'll have yellow seedless watermelons over there beside the pool, and then I'll have something right there where the pool is now. And then there's another plot behind the burn pile. It'll be orange watermelons. So I'll have 3 plots of watermelons, and I'm going to section supplant them too. I'll do 2 rows 2 weeks, 2 rows the next 2 weeks, 2 rows the next 2 weeks. That way I'm not bombarded with all the watermelons all at one time. So every 2 weeks I should have a fresh batch of watermelons, because we'll be selling them to either, of course I'm going to keep a couple for myself, but we're going to be selling them, and we will be selling them at the grocery store. I got a grocery store I'm hoping I'm going to be selling to this year, and 2 produce stands. So, but yeah, I'm getting geared up, getting it ready. So hopefully it's going to be a good, productive year. And I'm probably still going to wind up having to make more room somewhere. I ain't sure yet, because we still got okra to plant. I'm going to try to do some spaghetti squash. Besides the tomatoes and the peppers, the squash and cucumbers. What else? I want to try to do some peas. I don't know if I'm going to, because I just don't have enough room. And you got to plant a lot of peas to make a profit, because they just take up so much room, and I just don't have enough room to do it. So unless I rent a field or something from somebody, but I ain't got the money for that either. So we're just going to try and just cram as much as we possibly can in these little, what is it going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that one's going to be bigger on this, so it'll still be 5 plots. So yeah. So here's hoping for a good year. And right, we didn't get as much done as I wanted to today, but we still knocked a little bit of a dent in it. It's going to be Tuesday afternoon, I hope, if I get the time to finish it off. But here's the row, all the wet spots. Half of it's cucumbers, half of it's squash. And then, not that hump, but the next hump will be the same, and then we'll skip the hump and do another hump. That'll be the same, so it'll be 3 rows of that. Got, it was zoomed in. Okay, we got the ducks. There we go. See the ducks? What are you doing, Mama?
Wait. Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Yeah? Say cheese. Quack.
All right. Anyway, got the taters healed up. Skeeters are out. Got the drip down in there with them. Then I healed back up around them. They were getting pretty tall. Pan down here. And we've got 2 rows of watermelons planted. Nice and wet. My helper down there digging around. Decided to come and help after everything was done. Haven't seen her all afternoon. And like I said, got the corn. Get it nice and watered in. And that's about it for the day. I'm hoping Tuesday, I'm hoping we will, I'll start them other 2 beds of watermelons, get them planted, and at least get 2 rows in each one of them planted Tuesday. I'm hoping. At least the least I want to get done is get all tilled back up, the rows done up, and the drip laid. At the very least. Maybe, I'm hoping, before it gets dark, because I don't know what time I'll be back Tuesday. And we'll get 2 rows of each of those colored watermelons in. So stay tuned, and we'll just keep trucking along. And don't forget, like and subscribe. Hit that share button. Please hit that share button, that follow button, especially that subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button, and we will get it going. And maybe none of us will be disappointed. It'll be a good year. All right, see y'all soon. Bye.